Hello from Texas Springers, J.W. Brinkley here. We're so excited about you getting one of our puppies. For the last, 12 years, there's probably been 400 plus families that got one of our puppies. And we're excited to be able to do that. And it's coming, if you're watching this video, it's because we're just days away from being able to have you pick up your puppy or deliver your puppy if you're one of our South Texas families. So what I thought I would do is show you your packet. So when all the excitement's over, getting the puppy, and you're wanting to fill out paperwork, what do? You'll know. But of course, our puppies are AKC registered. In fact, our puppies are from the Sally Lynn line of Springers, one of the most decorated Springers out there, and quite a history if you want to talk about that. But you're going to be getting a Springer. For those in the Springer world, when you say your Springer's after the Sally Lynn line, going back to the 60s where Aristocrat won Best of Show 45 up to modern times, Diamond Gem 2007, Westminster Abbey, Westminster, thinking of London, won Best of Show. Our Diamond in the Rough DJ, as we call him, is the great grandson of that dog. And there's so many different champions that we could talk about in our line, but you're going to get a good-looking Springer. That's the bottom line. And a healthy Springer, because that line's been tested for the hips and the eyes and things like that. So be confident that you're getting a wonderful Springer. But let's go over the paperwork real quickly. Again, you're going to get this folder from us. You're also going to get the dog food from us. We're using Costco's dog food right there. Their puppy food. It's rated 4.5. in an independent survey, people that do all that kind of stuff. It's a good dog food. We've had very success with it. We're using it for our adult dogs as well. But the reason we're giving you a bag like this is we know there's a lot of good dog food out there. Whatever's convenient for you, whatever store you go to, just get that dog food. Mix this half and half with whatever you're using until this is gone and you'll be fine. At the time you receive your dog, they're going to actually be eating this dry. Obviously, when they're a little younger, we would wet this down and make it spongy. You don't need to do that now. And so you're good to go. We've also been feeding 3 times a day, but by the time you get your puppy, look at the bag food, the dog food that you get, and look at the bag. It'll say for the weight how many cups of dog food you should give daily. Either divide that up 2 times, 3 times, but that's the amount that your dog should be using, okay? So, but we'll give you the starter pack for that reason. Here's the paperwork. Let's go through that. We open it up. Everything on this side from AKC. You got a little puppy handbook here to go over some wonderful things about raising a puppy. On this side is the most important stuff. Here's the AKC form to register your dog. You can fill it out. And on the back side, put in your name and mail it in. It has a place for the dog's name, and there's different packages you can get, including tags and things like that. However, if you focus in on this yellow, you will see that it has a website number. It has a PIN number there. You put that in their system, and they'll walk you through the form instantly and approve the dog's name, and then you can just file this if you register online. But we'll have signed the dog over to you as well. One thing that you'll note on your form is that this box here will be blocked out. It will be darkened out if you haven't bought the rights to breed. It's called a limited registration. It just means you can't breed that dog with AKC. So if you're wanting to breed, you need to talk to us because we need to keep that open. If not, we'll take that code out by darkening it out, and you'll only use this code to register online. So simply put, you either mail this in or go online to fill it out if you want to register your dog with the American Kennel Club. You'll also see our health guarantee in this packet. Of course, this will be filled out with your information. We think we have one of the best guarantees out there. It's for a year. It basically says we've checked the dog's healthy. I'm getting ready to show you that in a second. Also, we're asking you to go check out the dog. Your vet has said it's healthy. That's 2 vets that said the dog's healthy. So we're starting off really good. But if in the first year something genetic shows up, and that can all be verified, we will refund half your purchase price of the dog back to you, and you get to keep the puppy. So we're basically both losing out equally because we both thought that the dog was healthy, but it had some issues. Good thing, out of over 400 and something puppies out there in the last decade or so, we've only had to exercise that 4 or 5 times for issues that weren't life-threatening. It's a pretty good track record. We think that's the best way to do it, because if you think about it, most breeders just say, something's wrong with the dog, bring the puppy back, we'll give you another puppy. Now think about it. Do you really want to give back a family member that you've grown a part of the family? Of course not. So I think those type of guarantees really aren't worth much. I think we have the better one, that you get to keep that puppy that you love, but we give you some funds back to help with maybe some medical costs. So that's our health guarantee right there. This is the most important things you want to take to the vet. Of course, it will have your dog's number on it, same number that's on the application that we just showed you. And it will have from our local vet saying a normal exam, eyes, ears, heart, excellent physical shape, all that good stuff. This is all your vet's going to want to see. He could care less about the other stuff because he's going to want to see that. He's going to see the birth date, which will be on here, when this exam was done, and he wants to see what shots were given. Right down here is the label that the shots were given. So that way he'll know to put it in his system and continue the shots examination. So this is the thing you want to take to the vet. We have some other documentation in here as well that you might want to read, like we're feeding the pups, twice a day by the time you probably get the pup. If you do register the dog, they're going to send this back to you. I went ahead and put it in there in case you don't. It's going to feature it's going to tell you all about springers. It's even going to feature Sally Lynn's Condor. Well, I got a colored picture of that. Remember, we were talking about all the champions that these dogs are behind. There's that dog, Sally Lynn's Condor, best of show. Our line shows that dog in the line, many others. Remember, I talked to you about Diamond Jim, his great-grandfather. There he is, best of show 2007. I know you're probably not going to show, but if you buy a Springer with a long champion bloodline, to be a champion, you've had several judges. It's a point system saying that's what a Springer is supposed to look like. So the confidence you can have is with a long champion bloodline behind your Springer, you're going to get a good looking Springer that's going to be proportional to what a Springer is supposed to look like. Can't guarantee all those proportions because there's different shape heads and little size variations and things like that. But by and large, you're going to be getting a Springer that looks like a Springer. So that's why it's good to have that champion line behind you, even though you're not going to have that. Another thing is the show line of Springers versus the field line. This dog is not a hyper dog. So you're going to find right away that he's going to go and play with you all you want. He'll outplay you. But when you come in to watch TV, he'll turn off. It's nice to have a dog that turns off when you turn off. That's not so hyper. You're going to love the temperament of this line, and you're going to love the look of this line. You're going to love the health of this line. So that's basically it. So when we get together, I know you're going to be excited to get back home and start getting your family member adjusted to your family. So I will give you this information, and now you have a video that you can go over it. But if you have any questions, by all means, let me know. All right, look forward to seeing you soon. And if we've already seen each other, well, congratulations on receiving a pup from us. God bless.